Welcome to the Virtual Adult Improv Show with the LA Connection Players. I'm Ken Sco, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're starting our 50th year of dishing out fine comedy improv, both short and long form here at the LA Connection Burbank. But we went online about 6 years ago. We have probably close to 600 shows now, short form and long form. Tonight's a long form show. It's called The Apartment. I'll tell you all about that in just a moment. But let's meet our cast, starting with Vanessa.
Hello, everybody. This is Vanessa from Maryland.
Audrey.
Hi, I'm Audrey.
Nick. Brian.
Hey, gang.
James.
What up, YouTube?
And Michael.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Okay, so the idea here of The Apartment is I'm the landlord, and each one of these couples has called me or emailed me with a complaint about the other couples. And it got to the point where, the emails kept coming. And so finally I said, I better come on over to the apartment. And it's my responsibility to make sure there's no problems in the apartment. As you can see, the building's behind me here. It's got 48 people, 48 apartments, I should say. There's more than 48 people. These are 6 of those people who all live on the same floor, right next to each other or across the hall from each other. So obviously they run into each other a lot. And I don't own the building. I'm the landlord. I'm kind of like run the building. I'm a partner in it, but my investors have said go over there and deal with these people. Okay, so let's go and bring everybody in right now. I appreciate you guys calling me and asking me to come over. And I know that Michael and Vanessa, you have been here the longest. And so I do take your emails and your calls, with some grain of seriousness. Although, Vanessa, you have emailed me 3 times each day for the last 28 days, okay? And then text me 4 times a day. You've also left me voicemails. So, I only need to really get, maybe an email. And, I know that you want me to respond back. I know that your control deal here, I know you have Tupperware parties here as well. And a lot of times some of the ladies come in here. You also have a little bit of a drinking issue with the ladies when they come in here. And I know that's how you make your living now after being a secretary for so long. Now you're doing Tupperware parties out of the apartment building, and that's causing some issues with the tenants, with the noise factors and the drinking in the day. And sometimes apparently some of the women have some potty mouths that you bring over, okay? So that's some of the complaints we're getting about you. And Michael, I know that, you're a professor at the university. I know you teach philosophy, but they've complained that, every time you run into these guys in the hall, you do some sort of philosophy, like quotes, famous quotes, or what your feelings about stuff. And sometimes they just want to get back into the apartment, and they're saying, no, hold on, you need to, you do the whole philosophy. So I'd hate to be in an apartment with the 2 of you together sometimes, but wow. So they're complaining a little bit about you, you're always philosophizing, okay? So, you may want to do that. I know you like to have your B&B, Benedict brandy, sip on those, so, and then you walk the hallways waiting to philosophize about people, sometimes at all hours of the evening. I know, summer's coming up. They'll probably see you a lot more. Those are the complaints I have about you. Now, I know that these guys have complained about Audrey and Nick, that they think that, first of all, you sometimes have, parties with your friends, and they feel like, you're unmarried, and they don't like the fact, mainly Vanessa has expressed that she's unhappy that, we have an unmarried couple now living next to us and apparently making a little bit of noise that's, causing some issues with that. They also think that you're on some sort of, I don't know if it's Valium or whatever you're on, Audrey, because you're always wearing the sunglasses in the day. I don't know if you want to take those off now. Can you do that so we could Of course not, because of the brightness and stuff. So they say you're always wearing sunglasses. You're always kind of like, and apparently they say that you're kind of antisocial. That he wants to philosophize, or Vanessa wants to talk to you sometimes, and then she's invited you to the Tupperware parties, and you just don't even respond to any of that. I know that you're live at home, not even a mom. I mean, you just don't actually work right now. You're on Valiums and you're in between jobs and stuff. You're a barista, and apparently your father was a professional baseball player, and that's why you're chewing tobacco. Okay, so I would prefer you not spitting that out on the floor, because Vanessa also said that you tend to spit tobacco on the walls and on the floors, and it's pretty disgusting. Okay, now as far as you, Nick, you need to grow up, okay? I mean, I don't know what the deal is with the hat stuff and the coat. Apparently, you like to play Pokemon card games with people, and you do that at the park, and you're a frigging Uber driver, okay? So I know you drive Uber, but I know that you really are obsessed with Pokemon and, just the whole anime deal. I know you go to all the con, whatever they call it, Comic-Con. You do that. Okay, don't spit. Don't not spit that out. Okay. And that you always, you wear comic book stuff, and you think you're a superhero. Sometimes you wear Superman outfits, and, and then you have parties. Your parties that you have there, everyone has to come dressed as a furry or some sort of character to get into your parties. And the apartment building's getting a little freaked out about your parties. Okay. All right. So that's kind of what's going on with the complaints with you two. Let's go over to Brian, and now Brian, I know you have been living here longer. I know you can't keep girlfriends, because I know you had a few over, but they don't seem to ever return. I don't know if it's because people say your hygiene's a little weird, that you kind of smell sometimes, and they don't think you shower much. And I know you and Nick get along because you talk about Star Wars, and you've gone to a couple of his parties dressed as Darth Vader and some of the characters there. I get that. And I know you let your brother move in because he was in the Iraq War, and he's got SPSD, or whatever you call that, ST, whatever the hell it is, PSD. And so he now has to, live it. I know you're a bouncer. James, I know you're a bouncer at one of the local clubs here, so you're out kind of late sometimes, so you come in. And you're just loud when you come in, and occasionally you've come in with, according to Vanessa, with strippers, which Brian doesn't mind, but he doesn't really know how to have sex since he can't get a second date. So I know, Brian, I'm sorry, everybody knows you've never had sex. I mean, look at yourself. You're eating potato chips, and you're greasy and smelly. These are some of the complaints that we're dealing with, okay? So I'm going to... also, James, people have said that sometimes you carry around, arms, military, no, not those, James. I know you do. You're in the workout room quite a bit. I know you're obsessed with your, ever since you got back from the war. But sometimes they say you're trigger happy when, you have some anger issues that, I don't know if it's something, a memory, whatever it is. But, they said that, I know Michael tried to philosophize with you, and you wanted to kick his ass. Because you were just saying, I'll tell you what philosophy is, okay? Being out in the frigging war with hand grenades flying all around you, and, guns flying. So that's philosophy. I don't want to hear your, I am there, you are now me, Okay, don't spit. All right. So anyway, let's start off. If I could just have Nick and Audrey, could you please stay out here for a second? I would like everybody else to, okay. Okay, look, it is, you're spitting. It's gotten worse. I don't know if it's the Valiums or, I don't know if this obviously doesn't give you dry mouth, because it used to be just, occasionally on the floor, the hardwood floors in the hallway. Now it's on the walls. So I can understand that. And a lot of it's around Vanessa's apartment. So, she's a germaphobe, that as well. Which is weird. How do you become an alcoholic germaphobe who sells Tupperware? I don't know. Can you speak? With that, can you talk without the fucking thing?
Yeah, no problem. I can. Well, the reason why you seem like back on the floor near Vanessa's because I'm practicing the worm for when I go to the club, and James always gets me in there. So I don't want to make a fool of myself.
Okay, what's the worm?
You don't know the worm?
No, what's the worm?
Oh, of course you don't know the worm. It's the one where you go down on the ground and you do a worm. I can't do it right now because I gotta get down on the ground and my knees hurt. So trying to ice that up a bit.
Okay, look.
Yeah, she's uncoordinated.
She's uncoordinated?
She's uncoordinated. That's why
what-
the worm's like the only dance that she wants to try and do.
I really am trying, Nick. I really am.
No, she's okay at the worm. It's okay. She's okay at the worm. She's not good at many things. Especially not those dances. But she's trying her best. She's trying her best. Look at her. She's trying her best.
A for Audrey and A for effort.
Exactly.
Okay, what's up with all the anime parties?
Oh, I don't know. What's up with you? Are you just upset that you never were invited to my anime parties?
I don't
Do you
really
want to be a furry in my apartment? A lot of people do. It's not a bad thing.
No, I don't want to be in your apartment doing that. No.
Well, okay.
Sounds like you do.
It kind of does.
No, I don't. I don't really want to. That's not my idea of humor or fun.
It's a great thing.
But these parties have, it used to be like you'd have them like once every 3 months. Now they're like, sometimes weekly.
Yeah, no, I'm a popular party host. You can ask a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Very popular.
Okay, what goes on inside the walls at the party?
This guy's never been to a party.
Why don't you just come to the party? That's
No,
I
I
don't
want
know
you
why
to
we're
tell
having
me.
this
I
discussion.
want you to tell me what's going on. I've heard.
It's like a normal party. This guy's never been to a party, Audrey. Okay, no, so like what a party is, it's a bunch of people, they get together and they just like they talk, they listen to music. We've got some drinks. Audrey makes a great punch. It's great. It's just a lot of alcohol.
Is there a lot of kind of like animal chasing and role playing?
Well, we have furry parties sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so
But sometimes we have different themes. It's not always about animals.
It's not
but
always.
don't the furries get it on with each other?
Oh, sometimes, but we don't like them to do it in our apartment.
Oh, okay.
No, we tell them to get a hotel. Are you kidding? Our apartment's not that big. We don't have orgies in our apartment.
Okay,
No.
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
No.
Thank God. Okay, I didn't want to have
No,
that.
I understand. They
Okay.
understand. They get a bad rap. But furries, they're just people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You should come to our party. I think this guy
I
wants to
think
come to our party.
that would solve all the problem.
Yeah.
All our neighbors come to our parties except for Michael and Vanessa. We invited them
Right,
once.
right. Okay.
Just like how they
So
invited us. to go to,
James and Brian, you're
oh
you're
yeah,
okay
yeah.
with those guys. You're okay with those two, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
James is a little weird.
Uh-huh.
He's a little weird, but most of the time he's very, very normal. He's very, very normal, very put together. At the party, he's a very good time.
Now, Vanessa said this to me, when in one of the emails. She thought you were
Of
dressed
course.
like Catwoman, Audrey, and that you were whipping the furries. Is that what was
Well,
because
that's-
she heard all sorts of weird animal noises. Is that part of your party stuff where you dress like Catwoman and whip them?
Well, when you're in character, you have to act like the character. I'm in Catwoman. I'm trying to save the city, but also I'm having a little fun with my furry friends. So I just do a little slap on the, where their derriere is or tail. Sometimes I pull their tail. I think if she wants to find out, she should just come instead of just making these stupid judgment calls and emailing you. It's ridiculous.
I think they just want to come to the parties.
Yeah, that's it.
Have any of the
You're so
Tupperware
right.
ladies ever tried to get into your apartment? Did you ever have a Tupperware party and a furry party or animal party
Yes.
dress up at the
Oh, we
same
have?
time?
Yes.
And was there any cross pollinating in those parties?
Well, Vanessa, whenever she gets carry out, she tends to save like the old the used chopsticks and rinses the cardboard boxes. So she goes in our apartment and steals all my brand new Glad Tupperware. And it's really annoying because that's not cheap.
You're buying Tupperware from her?
No, I'm buying Tupperware, but she comes in my apartment.
Steals it and sells your Tupperware?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
get
pretty
an
sure.
email about that. Why didn't you email me about that? Because you're probably on
Oh,
Valiant.
I don't know.
Well, no, we don't just run to you for every problem we have.
Okay.
Yeah, we
you
fix it like
solve
adults
things.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you both. This has really been enlightening. Okay. I'll be talking with you later. Okay. We'll work all this out today so everybody gets along. Okay. Thank you. All right, Brian and James, if you want to come on in. Okay. Okay. So Brian, so I know that you James, you moved in about 7 months ago because you were having some episodes, and it's better that you had your younger brother, hang out with you, but
Oh yeah.
your younger brother, is he's not very. I mean, I don't know. Are you guys doing okay in this apartment together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that. It's just like old times. Family, get you through anything.
Just like when we were younger. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, James, why are you bringing the strippers back, at 2 a.m? Because, that's kind of late for people in the apartment building to have all that noise.
Well, I mean, it's just a normal habit that a lot of people have, right? Like, they bring their work home with them. Like, they're part of my job. So it's like, sometimes it's like you got to fill out reports. You got to inspect them. You got to introduce women to your younger bro somehow to, go to bat for him. And no, don't look like that now. You've got nothing to be ashamed of. You are my younger brother, okay? If there's anybody who can help you through this time, it is me, okay? Just like in combat, okay? You're going to put your life into my hands, and I'm going to put my hands on the stripper, and I'm going to make her, well, no, I'm not going to, like, force her to do things on you. But, like, I'm going to suggest it that you're a worthy guy, that for lack of a better word. But she's gonna be into you. All right, we just gotta get a few more of these into you and her, and maybe we can get some of that stuff that Nick and Audrey use at those parties to kind of influence the stripper to make her open to suggestion. But I mean, other than that, it's a surefire thing.
Okay. All right. So Brian.
Yeah.
Let me just ask you a question. I don't want to be upfront too much, but do you prefer men? Because obviously you're having problems with women. I'm just curious. 'Cause it seems like your brothers.
What kind of a?
Well, I'm just asking because your brother's overpowering you, and I'm just wondering if this behavior's, kind of frightening you. He's bringing home these strippers, and he seems to be a little bit overbearing, and I just don't know, if, I mean, you do, you do the cooking, you do most of the cleaning, except for on your own body.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute, but no, I mean, I don't know, he's here, I guess somebody's got to take care of him because it's not himself, so it's got to be me, I guess.
I'm taking care of you. I'm bringing home the strippers so that they can literally take care of you.
And if I wasn't in your apartment, or it's not your apartment, it's my apartment. If I wasn't in the apartment with you, you would not be eating breakfast, lunch, dinner. You wouldn't be doing your laundry. You wouldn't be cleaning any of the crevices in the apartment.
Be throwing that in my face. I'm readjusting. I'm just readjusting to civilian life. Okay, that's all I'm doing.
So I guess essentially I have become the U.S. military.
No.
In a way. I gotta do everything for this guy. I'm providing housing, providing food. Yeah, it's real. I look at that. I've become the government. Look at me.
You want to get off the cross? We need the wood.
Okay, let's just switch the subject for a second, okay, because I think you're coming on a little strong to your brother, who is actually trying to help you through your struggles. Let me ask, the philosophy with Michael and you in the hallway, and then that gets into kind of almost a pushing and shoving match, James.
Look, he said something totally disgusting. It's
What did-
not my fault.
What did he say?
Well, you know, I came up to him and he's always just talking, right? Like he's just apparently philosophy guy. Like they go on and on and on. And you know, I asked him, I was like, does your mouth ever just get tired? Like, do you have to like take it off and just stop? You know, to stop. And he goes, how did you deduce that conclusion? I was like, whoa. I was like, you can't be doing that out in, because we were outside. So you can't be deducing. You can't be doing that out in the street. Okay. I got caught for public urination. All right.
Okay.
So you definitely can't be deducing anything out in the street.
Deduce is not that's not what that means.
The wrong word.
Okay.
Buddy.
It's
Well,
coming.
it sounded
It's coming to
disgusting, okay?
It's coming to some sort
I
of.
was offended.
He just said coming. Are you not going to be offended by that one either?
Okay.
Well, I like that one. But I definitely don't want to see him. Look, once you learn, I'm telling you, it's going to be great. All right? We just haven't found the right pair of cans.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're in love with someone already, Brian. Is there somebody secret you're in love with that, you know from the outside that, you've met maybe at your workplace or somebody else in the apartment building? You're just too shy to go up and say anything to her?
Come on, dude, just say it. All right, fine. If you're not going to say it, I will say it. All right? He really likes that Mary Poppins chick.
Yep.
That's a fictitious person.
No, the lady who actually looks like Mary Poppins here.
Okay.
No, yeah, okay, maybe I have maybe got a little
there
something.
There it is. Admitting it.
Okay.
I wasn't going to say that one. I was going to say Audrey. Okay?
Oh, really? Nick's girlfriend. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. Okay, I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Thanks so much.
And she's like going to be married.
Wow.
There we go. We got work to do.
All right. Thank you too. Thank you. Okay. Michael, Vanessa. Okay. So I know I've got all your complaints you've had of those guys and stuff like that, but I just got a complaint that you've gone into their apartment and stole their Tupperware, Vanessa, and that you're selling their Tupperware.
No, I don't think so. That is ridiculous. I only use the best Tupperware, and I wouldn't want one that's covered in all the germs in their dirty little debauched apartment. No, thank you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So she just made that up to make you look bad.
She did. I think, she might be taking a few illegal substances or inappropriately from their actual prescription because she is a little delulu. All
right. Well, speaking of delulu, when you have these ladies come over, these old biddies who come over for your Tupperware, you get about maybe 15 or 20 of them. Yes. How much do you guys drink? And do you really actually sell a lot of Tupperware, or is it just an excuse to get together to drink?
Well, I have my favorite mixed cocktail that's an orange specialicious, and the ladies just love it. Now, because I have all these women in my apartment, and since I'm not a big fan of germs, I want to make sure it's like 80 proof so that we're killing all their germs. The benefit is once these ladies get a little tipsy, they just buy up all the Tupperware. They just get so in the mood for buying that Tupperware. We just have the most fun you could imagine.
Okay. All right. Well, I know that you do that like monthly. So, and I know you told me you were going to do that a couple years ago when you started to do that, when you are not kind of retired from your secretarial work. And I said, that was okay monthly. I didn't know you were going to have the drinking, but,
Is drinking illegal? Excuse me, sir.
No. It's not illegal. And, Michael's at work teaching, so you don't do it when he's there. So that's very nice that Micah. But let's go to you, Michael.
And when she does do it, when I'm there, I'm in the hallway walking around, staying away from the crazy.
Do you do philosophical speeches when they're at the Tupperware parties? Do you actually give the ladies some philosophy? I stay away from her parties. Her parties, those women scare me. I see. Okay.
I think, therefore I am.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what is the deal with everybody complaining about you just walking down and, stopping them and philosophizing? Because you and James obviously got into it.
James, first of all, is a psychopath. Absolutely insane, that man. And my bestowing a philosophy upon the people of this building is an attempt to make them educated. Now, they can't see that. Well, then, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow.
Okay.
You said it, honey.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you don't really talk to people in normal conversations. You just like we're having a conversation now, you're actually just using philosophical quotes.
Well, these
Not
people,
actually.
you don't talk to them normal. They're just heathens. They have no purpose in life. Michael's trying to help them with that.
I don't think any of them went to college.
I see. Yeah, I don't know that. I never
And I'm
wanted-
just trying to aid in the education of other people. Man is condemned to be free because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does.
That's right, honey.
And they don't take responsibility.
That's right.
Okay. So you have not actually had a conversation still with me. We're actually trying to talk about how your real feelings about, the other people in the apartment, because obviously I got letters from you guys. Letters, emails, texts. I mean, it was a little too much.
I got to tell you, Ken, those parties that those kids over there are having are freaking wild. The noise that comes out of there,
All kinds of
weird
animal
people.
noises. My God.
I mean, I'm just waiting for one of them to go jumping out the window thinking they can fly.
Okay. Now, I'm just curious, Michael, because I know someone said you had a meeting when your wife was, out doing whatever, but I just got a note from, one of the people in the building. It wasn't one of the other couples. Somebody, I guess, who lives down the hall said they think that you might be starting some sort of philosophical cult.
How can philosophy be a cult?
Well, it's like if you don't believe our philosophy, then, that's like a cult. If you don't think the way we do our philosophy within our cult, then you only recruit people who believe in your philosophies. So I'm just curious.
All philosophy. I don't believe.
Transcendental meditation?
Absolutely. There's a philosophy that is studied in my class.
Est? Werner Erhard?
Yes.
Yeah. Nietzsche?
Absolutely.
Ken Kesey? He wasn't
No.
a philosopher, he's a drug addict. I just wanted to see if you're listening to me.
I am.
Okay. So you seem a little stoic, Vanessa. What's bothering you about these other neighbors?
Where do I even begin? Well, one, my hubby has mentioned the noise from their wild furry Pokemon parties. Can't stand it. Then we have Mr. James coming through with ladies of the night or some such species of women. And I think they're just lost. And unfortunately, they're getting lost in my building. It's not where they should be lost. Now, I can help those women. I have become an independent woman, and I know how important it is to be able to sustain yourself as an independent woman. So I'm thinking about a good solution for this is if these women could come to my Tupperware parties and start selling it as well, because I will get a commission for each person I sign up. So I think that might be.
Now, I'm just wondering, this is starting to make a little sense. So these women are coming, and then now there's people coming to the philosophy thing. Are you two starting to start a cult in our building here?
Absolutely not.
Who has ever heard of a Tupperware philosophy cult? Are you crazy?
Well, no, because I just don't know if that's a cover for what you're really doing. I'm just going to find out a little bit more, but I'll get back to you too. Thank you so much for spending the time with me today. Okay. Okay, Audrey. I think it's time for you to come out here with James. Yeah, James. If you could come in now. James, I know that, Audrey's gone down to the club and did the worm. And I know so you guys know each other. And what I just found out, and James can talk about this because he's been trying to help his brother out for a long time to get a woman, And okay, James. And he opened up that Brian is secretly in love with you, which I thought was something you might want to talk about without Nick here, because this could get really weird. So I'm going to let you guys talk about that, and I'm going to go away for a while, okay? All right, thank you.
So, the eyes, they're looking better. You know, the medication's really kicking in, right?
Really? You think so?
Yeah. The medication's actually really really important. Is there any way in which I could get some? Like maybe we could work out some sort of trade here.
So I
give you.
Remember the froyo boom in the 2010s?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have it in different forms that I serve at the parties. I have it in the froyo like thing where you get your own cup.
Right on.
And I get cotton candy flavor. I've got Thai basil. I've got everything. So I spent a lot of work putting the ingredient into froyo.
Capri Sun?
Yeah, Capri Sun as well.
Oh God, Capri Sun is my favorite. God, that was.
I don't do Sunny D here.
Yeah. Wow.
I also have it as a steak seasoning. So if you eat a steak, there you go.
It's like some Food Network shit.
It is. It is.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I can get you some.
Yeah. God, great. So I hope you don't mind, but I did take a little bit of cell phone footage of you doing the worm. And, I just wanted to show my brother the possibilities of what it's like to be with a woman. And he as soon as he saw, like his eyes narrowed in on the worminess, he wasn't even watching the poles. Like there were women doing all kinds of things with their legs, like right above their heads. It was a beautiful form of the feminine. It was hot as fuck, okay? But like still, he kept his eyes on. Don't cry. There's nothing to cry about here.
No, it's fine. It's just no one's ever said that to me. They've never said I was a woman before. Not even Nick.
He didn't say you were a woman?
He's never acknowledged me as a woman.
Well, what is he? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so, acknowledging. I know all about that, but I mean,
so you think Brian did acknowledge me as a woman?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And don't worry in case you're worried about those strippers. Don't worry. I made it rain over all of them. They got acknowledged too. But yeah, no, he acknowledges.
I don't know what to do. Do I say hi or something, or what do I do?
Could
well, I can give him my tobacco.
Yeah. That's a good thing. He likes that. You guys could bond over.
It's from Steamboat Benny. That was my dad's baseball name.
Oh, right on. Yeah, great.
Because he made it steam on his boat.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you too. I did need to have Brian, and if you could bring me out to see them for a second, Brian and Nick. Listen, through some conversations I've had, I think you guys need to work it out, because I know James, your brother, just was with Audrey, and I asked him to introduce the fact that, Brian, you might be secretly in love with Nick's girlfriend Audrey, and I just thought that you two might want to talk about that. And Audrey also just said, when I just found out, she just said you never thought she was a woman, probably because she chews tobacco. Can you guys work this out? I'm gonna go away for a while.
So, you're interested in stealing my lady? Are you? And why do you think
Stealing sounds harsh, but come on, man. You have to admit, all out of all the people in this building, that she's easily the most attractive.
Oh, absolutely. She's easily the hottest one in the
So you see where I'm coming from, at least, yeah.
No, I guess I could see it as a compliment that you think Audrey's attractive, but no, you can't have her. I'm sorry. We can find you someone else.
Can I pay you?
What, you think you can paint that? I thought you were better than that, Brian. I thought you were better than that. You think you can buy her? No.
Okay, no. When you say it like that, it sounds bad.
Nope. 3 years ago when we met, I wooed her and I bought her flowers one time, and that was enough. And I've earned it. So
that's all it takes.
That's all it. That's what it took for me. And I think that you need to find someone that you can do something like that for. I did as much as I could, and I think that she appreciates it greatly.
Every time I've bought flowers for a girl, it never works out.
Well, did you try giving them flowers several times? I kept following her around, giving her flowers until it worked.
Oh, no. I usually just gave them the one, and they were like, oh, thanks. And then they left.
No, big bouquets. Every time. Leave them on our doorstep. But not my doorstep. That would be weird. Don't leave them on my doorstep.
No.
I'll take them. I'll throw them out the window. I know who they're from. Now I know you, Brian. I see you.
I know.
If I find flowers, you're not invited to our next party, Brian.
Bring flowers to the next party?
I said if I find flowers on my doorstep, you're not invited to our next party, Brian.
What's the theme for the next party?
The theme for the next party is Sword Art Online. I know it's an older anime, but I think that it would be appropriate to bring it back, back into rotation, No,
I agree. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So, I got a big foam sword for it. I think it's gonna be really, really, really cool. Anyway, but yeah, no, don't hit on my wife. But
got it.
If you are interested in in getting involved, I know I had to come on strong to scare you off, because she's not my wife yet, but I call her that, because I
was gonna say, yeah,
I'm gonna propose sometime in the next 3 to 5 years, I promise. No, I think that if you want to get involved, you can watch.
Okay, thank you too. Okay. Thank you. I need Michael to come out with James. You can bring me Michael and James. Now listen. I've talked to both of you guys about the incidents you've had in the hallway with your philosophies, trying to talk to him, and he's got SPD, so he's not well.
He's special needs.
No, I don't know what you are.
Talking about you, buddy.
Oh, shut up.
PTSD. Okay, I'm gonna go let you guys. You need to work it out. Okay, maybe have a conversation without all this philosophy. Okay,
I can't say anything without this guy thinking I'm doing something wrong. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So let's take our first step towards 1,000 miles. James, why are you unwilling to learn?
If I had a gun right now, I don't know if I'd shoot myself in the head or you. And that's saying a lot, okay?
James, I'm a tenured professor at 5 universities. You should listen to the things I say.
I don't give a... What's the next word?
Flying fuck.
Crap. Okay?
No,
does that satisfy? That is exactly what... Do you know, every time you speak, it's like the dolphin noise.
James, the world is nothing but change. Our life is only perception. So how do you perceive your life, James?
Is that what you just do? You just walk into rooms and then you just throw these blanket statements out over the tops of everything,
life,
so it
James?
makes you look like the super deep guy. I know you. But behind those glasses, they're no different from these glasses. Okay, it's a mask.
You can see my eyes.
You are hiding, sir. You're hiding your real self from the world, and that's what that fancy vocabulary book knowledge is going to get. So you just watch movies and shove the books up your ass, okay?
Yeah, no, James. I have a PhD.
Yeah, I got a pretty huge dick too, but don't fucking bring that into this. You think I want to see that right now?
I'm trying to enlighten you with education, and you're just unwilling to learn.
Enlighten. The lights are already on. Look around you.
James, things standing still as they are nonetheless in motion. Things in motion, they are nonetheless still.
I can't tell if I'm bored or just really want to kill myself.
Well, I hope for the second.
Oh yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You know what?
Absolutely.
Maybe. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna change my mind. There are days where it's like I put a gun in my mouth and over half the time I get an erection, and I should probably call the doctor about that. But then there are times where it's like, you know what? If I just inch this trigger back just a little bit, bam! You know, a fucking bullet would like rip through half my head. But you know what? Maybe that's not how I want to go out. You know, maybe I don't want to go out like Elvis on the toilet. Okay, maybe I've got a bigger purpose. You know, maybe my purpose is to show you that philosophy is just a French word for bullshit.
James, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing.
Yeah, I don't know that much. So you're saying I'm smart?
I said you know nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, this is all I know. I show up for the graveyard shift at the strip club. I occasionally bring my work home with me. My brother's
Yes, let's
like
talk
that's
about
all
that,
I know.
James.
Like
James, maybe we can connect on that.
Wow,
You
you're
do often
calling
bring
me
your work.
smart. I never
You
knew that.
do often bring your work home with you, James. I'd like to meet some of these people you bring home with you.
I knew it. This philosophy thing was a front. You wanna be banging whores, don't you?
Well, who doesn't?
Okay, thank you too. We're gonna get Audrey in here with Vanessa. Look, Vanessa said she never stole your Tupperware. She thinks you made that up. She thinks you're on drugs, and she does not like the fact that you two are unmarried, and that you have these anime parties. Okay, and you don't like Vanessa because you think she's, you know, the Tupperware parties and all the noise, and you think she's stealing from you, and she, you know, you don't like all those women in the place, and you know, so I think you two need to talk with each other. Okay, thank you.
How dare you accuse me of those things? I never stole your dirty, stinky Tupperware from your furry infested house.
Vanessa, here. I'm trying to be a good neighbor. Okay. Your friend Ethel, you know Ethel, right?
I know Ethel. Yes, she's a bitch.
So I'm not blaming you necessarily for the Tupperware, but she comes by and says, "Hey, I got a stash of marijuana, but I don't want Vanessa to see because she'll kick me out of the friend group."
I would kick
So
her.
I give
I do
her,
not condone that behavior.
yes.
No.
So don't tell her I told you, but that's what's going on. So don't get mad at me. I would get on Ethel's ass.
I've been so upset by these conversations. I'd have a few gin and tonics. I've had a few too many, but Ethel, yeah, Ethel. I'll be in touch with Ethel. But don't be spitting your dirty chewing tobacco all over my welcome mat, all over our stairwell. It's gross. It's disgusting.
Vanessa, frankly, I don't feel
makes me
welcome.
Need
I
more
don't feel
drinks.
welcome at your place.
Well, you're not. So don't
Okay.
come near me.
Okay. Well, I'll continue to spit my father's tobacco, who I know you had a crush on back then. I know he was a fox.
Yeah, I sent him a few letters, I guess, probably. A couple. He never wrote me back. But,
Mr. Steamboat.
Well, I mean, why are you not married? Why do you
care?
Don't you feel like you would have a higher purpose if you were in a loving couple where you could procreate, which is our mission here, to populate the world?
I think you
Help
have
people.
I think you have a crush on me.
Well, why don't you come to one of my Tupperware parties and find out?
Well, because Ethel, when she came over and I was about to, ring it, she did this and said that was a message from you to me. And I didn't know what that meant. I thought that meant, suck my whatever. But Vanessa, you can just tell me. Like, I'm a very accepting person.
Well, I wouldn't be telling you this if I hadn't just had about 5 gin and tonics, but you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Really?
But alas, cannot engage in that kind of debauchery.
Yes, you can.
I cannot.
But you know what? You know what we can do?
Especially my
Vanessa,
husband. Yes.
Brian has, I guess, a thing for me and the worm that I do. So why don't you and I just pop over to his place and we could all hang out, and you can walk out guilt-free. You don't have to do anything with me.
I have to do the worm?
No, you don't have to do the
I'm
worm.
not a I don't know. No.
No.
Worms are gross. They're on the floor. No.
Okay, thank you, ladies. I need to have. Let's see. I need to have. I think it's Brian needs to come out here with Michael right now. So, as you know, Brian is a virgin still, and he needs to get some advice. So I thought maybe you can give him some philosophy of how to get a woman. Michael, since you've obviously have your wife, and you seem to, I think you said you're tenured in 5 colleges, so you know, I think you probably know a lot about women and all these Tupperware parties. So, Brian, just listen to his philosophy for a second. Maybe he might be able to help you out. Okay, I'm going to go get a coffee.
All right, fine.
Brian. First, let me just say, he who has a way with the world can bear almost any harm. And how is what you need to figure out, my friend. How do you get the women to How do you get the women to like you? You need to loosen up. Use the Star Wars that is so 20 years ago. You have to. You can do what you want on your own time when you're by yourself. It's not in front of the women. They don't know that. They look at you and they see a nerd. They see a dork. No woman.
So, your philosophy is for me to change
who you are.
Who I am.
Yeah. You are who you want to be.
That seems like pretty bad philosophy, if you ask me, honestly.
It works. You can be who you are. But when you are around women.
But if I am becoming who I'm not, wouldn't that just be lying?
Well, no, it would be acting. Acting. Can you act? You're acting. You're putting on a role.
Acting is a form of lying, in a sense. If you think about it in a true sense, who is an actor but just a really good liar?
I mean, yes, you're acting. You're not changing. You're just acting. Listen, bro, you got to get laid. You're too old.
Thank you, guys. Nick, if you want to come out here and talk with Vanessa for a second. Nick and Vanessa. Look, guys, I just found out, Nick, that Audrey propositioned Vanessa, who, of course, said no, she's not going to do that. But your wife propositioned, so she's thinking about now Brian, and she's thinking about Vanessa. So before you decide to get married in 3 to 5 years, you may want to find out what Vanessa knows before she passes out.
Oh, yeah. So I think Audrey wanted to take the debauchery to the next level. I don't know what she wanted. How many people were involved? Luckily for me, no animals were going to be involved. No furries, no. But it did seem quite scandalous. And
I
just can't.
Nobody brought up furries. This isn't the first time you brought up furries, and I want to know, do you have it like an inner desire to be one or something? Is that why you keep bringing it up? Because nobody actually, that's all been you. We have furry parties. It's been like 2 months.
You haven't had a furry party?
Not like 2 months.
Oh, 1 month, 2 months, the all together,
next time we have a furry party, I'll invite you. Okay? It
Okay.
seems like that's what you
That's a
want.
fun combo. Okay.
You want to sleep with my wife.
Uh,
So you
He's the one who brought it up with me. Okay.
That's not what he said. He said that you propositioned my wife, not my wife. Okay, but again, I wanted to be so bad, but it's okay. I've got patience in me. So you propositioned Audrey.
No, I think one of my Tupperware ladies, older, I have a crush on her, but I can't act on it.
You can't act on. Why not?
That would not be proper.
Is it because she's dating me?
No, I'm a married woman. It is a sacred bond.
Sacred bond, sacred bond. But you don't care about the fact that she's dating me. That's mean. That's mean. But that's okay. So it's.
She got a sacred bond.
Do you think Michael would care?
I don't know. He's always just talking about his philosophy and blah,
I mean,
blah.
Do you think Michael hangs out in the hallways to talk about his philosophy, or because there's always prostitutes in the hallways?
I don't know. He can, whatever. Frankly,
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's always There's always. Okay. So you want to? I think. Is that why Michael's sleeping with prostitutes? Because you think he's boring?
What's that you said?
Sorry, I'm just a really observant person.
Are you making up little? You got a wild imagination, don't you?
Maybe I do.
Are you on the mushrooms?
These are the things that I'm observing. I stare through my peephole a lot, and Michael's in the hallway a lot, and I stare through the people to avoid him because I don't like his philosophy.
All right,
but
how many
in the hallway to talk about philosophy?
Okay, I know you hippie kids. You might be. Let's just face it. With you. You might be hallucinating some things.
I might be hallucinating something. You're absolutely right. But also
alcohol,
your husband might be sleeping with prostitutes with James strings on. He might be. I'm just saying maybe you should look into it. But you're always drunk, and maybe if you don't pass out at like 4:30, if maybe you stayed up past like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
But I'm an independent woman with my Tupperware parties. I make my own money.
That's very good.
I make my own money. I'm a businesswoman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you guys. If you can stay out here, I want to bring everybody back in right now. Okay, so yes, I'll be right with you in a second here. But there's been some stuff that we found on some cams based on some of the conversations we've had, and I've realized that. The strippers that you're bringing in, I thought they were strippers, are also prostitutes, James, and that Michael obviously has enjoyed some of them in your...
My wife is a bore, therefore I need a whore.
Wait, my Michael? This Michael?
Yes, this Michael has been entertaining prostitutes in James's apartment. And they just acted like they didn't like each other to throw you off the scent.
How dare
I know
you,
they
Michael.
still don't like each other that much, but James was trying to get them to come in there and Michael, because he couldn't take him on himself, and he wanted to try and teach Brian, who was watching at all times.
You do what you can for family.
Well, hopefully Michael kept his mouth shut. If he would have just put everybody to sleep with his...
Yeah. Well, James was also making a little money off Michael. I don't think you'd realize that he was making extra money. So you guys were trying to throw me off with your little arguments in the hallway, but I saw that you laughed with each other and you were out there doing the philosophy. As far as Nick and Audrey, Nick, listen, you seem to be a pretty good guy. I think Audrey's a little bit of a wild card, so you may want to think about your relationship with her. It sounds like she'll sleep with anything that moves. And as far as James, there's been a couple other problems that we found out that you're...
Is that the end of the sentence? There's just problems?
No, because I was getting some technical difficulties here. So the problems that I'm finding is there's seems to be you're shooting, which I should thank you, a lot of the rats and vermin and they're out in the dumpster right now. So I want to thank you for that.
You're
For
welcome.
doing that. Yes. And I think you all have good intent, but I think it would be best if maybe we move your apartments a little bit away from each other. You know, as you can see, I've got, you know, different floors here, and I think I'm going to move you into each and have your own floor. I think that's the best thing. Before I leave, is there anything let's just start with you, Vanessa. Is there anything you want to say? I mean, I know this was a tough day on you to realize that your husband's sleeping with prostitutes.
Could you move the men to a different floor and just leave Audrey on the floor with me? I think that would make the most sense.
Okay. Well, what do you think, Audrey?
Sorry, I'm really shy right now. I think Vanessa and I will be very close moving forward, and I think we have been able to sort out our differences for sure. Wouldn't
Okay,
you
well,
agree?
good. That's wonderful. I'll put you on the third floor. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to Nick. It sounds like, Nick, you'll be getting your own apartment now.
That's okay. Audrey, you can still come to the parties if you want. Vanessa, you can too. We'll have a furry night soon for you. I think it would be best if I stayed on this floor because that's where everyone knows the parties are at.
Yeah,
So
that's the
if we
second
move-
floor. That's fine. I'll keep you on the second
Yeah.
floor. Okay, thank you. You can have the same apartment. Brian?
Yeah. I just want to say, to the ladies, if I'm just going to shoot my shot, if you guys want some comfort after the heartbreak you've experienced today, you can come to me. And James shot an arrow through our window, so we might need to get that replaced. Kent, just a heads up.
Thank you. Thank you for being honest. James?
Yeah, it's not that bad. Needless to say, I think all's well that ends well. I knew that all of philosophy was bullshit from the start. Everything ever written is just garbage, and
My
just
whole
watch.
marriage was bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. My spidery sense was tingling earlier. I could pick up on the fact that she was drunk and wanted to get it on with a chick. And nailed him.
Dude. Okay.
Other good news. I got a bunch of snakes from the zoos to help eat the rats, and dibs on the penthouse.
Okay, Michael, anything you want to say?
I'm shocked by this. My wife wants to sleep with a woman. I thought you were a bore all these years. Why did you not come to me earlier with this? Things could have been different. I may not have cheated.
I have tried talking to you, and all you do is blah, blah, blah. Oh, boy, philosophy this, philosophy that. Oh, let me
You
quote.
weren't always so damn drunk.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, folks, what a way to end. This has been The Apartment. Let me introduce the cast. Vanessa, Audrey, Nick, Brian, James, and Michael. And do not move into this apartment. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Wave goodbye. We'll be back in 4 weeks with another show. We can't wait to see what it is. We'll be back with our full cast of 8.